We are live. Hello. So, just wanted to let y'all know it's there. Just in case you're wondering. Yep. There you go, folks. There's the book. No cover right now, no cover art because I just don't have the ability to get it uploaded right now. But there's the information. It's there. It's just waiting for approval. I set the price of the ebook at $7 because the price of the paperback is going to be $10, and also on top of that, if you look at the costs and whatnot, I only see about $5 of that. So in all reality, you're really only paying me $5 for my story, and it's a lot of work to put this together. And I don't even get paid yet because vendor registration status is still in review. So there you go. Just in case you were wondering. Yes, it's there. Hi, Tanya. How you doing, Turbo? Good to see you. Been a while. By the way, I just released the book Sky Knight. It just got put out there at Barnes & Nobles. So coming up here in a couple of weeks, you can go and pick it up at Barnes & Noble. So, yeah. And also, I'm going to probably be releasing it, re-releasing it in a paperback format as well. So, there's that. Yay. Right. Oh, shit. I almost forgot. My bad. My bad. Shit. I feel like a dumbass. Rink. Had to throw the rink up there. And I got to go and pin it. So give me a sec. Hey, brain. Did your brain overroads? Yes. Yes, it overroads. There we go. That works. Pause that there and pin that there and ha 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 ha. Rink. All right, so I was gonna upload a some cover art to the book, but the problem comes that the cover art that I went and I made for the book, as you can see here, my scanner won't scan it. It's not my fault. I mean, it'll scan it, but the thing is that it's either too small or too big for the file size or whatever, so they won't upload it on the book. It's just kind of stupid. Whatever. Yeah, Turbo, come on up, shit. You know me. I'm not begrudging him to anybody. Right now it's subs only, but you know, that's just how it is. Just because of shit that we've been dealing with, you know? Yeah, I know you're going to click that. Like I said. Come on up. Jump in the box. Oh, shit. Well, while you're doing that, I'm going to get myself some 90 weight caffeine, if you didn't know what I mean. Oh boy. So, yeah. Ladies and gentlemen, finally fucking uploaded the book. Finally. And let me tell you how much of a struggle it was. I have been uploading that book for 3 fucking days. Just in case you didn't know. You all right, dude? Sounded like you had a fucking shit kniff over there or something. Hold up. I gotta go check on my dog real quick. You all right, dude? Sorry. I didn't realize you got all started. Oh, boy. Oh, good boy. Oh, you too. Dude. Oh. He did a full 360 spin and fell on his ass. God damn it, man. I wish I had that fucking shit on camera. It was too funny. I was like, are you kidding me? Hey, dude, chill. It's not that big a deal. We'll go outside in a second, okay? Just chill. Low, running low. Story of my life. Oh. I better be careful or I'm going to end up getting a copyright scam. Running low on Java. Which isn't surprising at all. Coffee is precious, man. You know what I found out just about 20 minutes ago was that people grind up freaking acorns and corn and freaking tree pulp and bugs and put it in coffee and sell it so that they can sell it for cheaper. Now you know why I buy fucking expensive ass fucking scar my bucks out of my wallet, you know? Siri. Shit's nuts, man. Freaking sticking bugs in coffee. What the hell? There's something wrong with y'all. Shit. Majik, what's up, brother? Good to see you. Glad you came by. I just wanted to let everybody know, I released my book, full release. It's out there. Matter of fact, I'll show it off again, I guess. Here. So as you guys can see, freedom! Yes, I am literally fighting for my fucking freedom here. And this is how I'm doing it. By writing a book and then selling it. And writing another book and selling it. So yeah, here's all the informaciones. This is the first edition series, the first of the series. The series name is called Sky Knight. The book's name is called Sky Knight. All right. Quick overview. When Earth is invaded by the Empire of Valor and the military fails to repel the invaders, one man uses the greatest forces known to mankind to protect the world he loves. So there you go. Oh, and just so we're clear, I did choose to go and give a little bit of a nod to the feller who inspired me to write a book, write a series, in fact. So, you know, there's to you, brother. Honest. Special thanks to J.L. Williams, writer of Between Two Worlds, who inspired this series with his magnificent work. So, ha 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 ha. Tanya, what's up, Turbo?
Hi. Nothing. I just came up to say hi. What are you doing? You got the book and the things happening.
Yeah, I got the book going.
It's the greatest, man.
Can you see that?
No, I mean, it's a very, very small print. I'd have to blow it up. But yes, I can read it if I blow it, you know? Up. No, I didn't mean it to come out that way. I swear to you, I did not. Is this all the way you wrote? Like, the authors.
Yeah, this is the book
authors I wrote. And contributors. Blaine Price is the former Minuteman who currently resides in Oregon near Portland. He is a jack of all trades and a master in bladesmithing. Am I reading that right? It's hard to read. It's a really small print, man, but I'm trying.
I know. I'm trying. I blew it up as big as I could.
And what is that? Exotic animal care specialist, an outdoorsman, a martial artist, a survivalist, and cosmologist. Yeah, I almost said cosmetologist, but I knew that was not going to be right. Cosmologist has to do with stars and the shit. And an inventor. Blaine is a hobbyist. It's really small print. I'm trying here, but I think this is fascinating. Blaine is a hobbyist in most fields, which has enabled him to practice them unto mastery since childhood. Finally, Blaine, friends, and family are his greatest support and driving factor in the writing and subsequent publication of the Sky Knight series of books and the creation of is that Valerian universe?
Yeah. Yes, that's Valerian.
Yes, I read it all. Oh my God, it was such small print. I don't know how I did that. Oh my God, Dennis and Mazeballs. I didn't really honestly know you dumped this.
I told you about it, but I didn't think,
Well, Turbo, I'm always wasted, obviously, but I'm trying. Okay. Can I ask you a question that's completely unrelated and we'll get back to that? Did your YouTube side chat just get smaller over the last 2 days? Or is it still like regular? Like, did it shrink?
YouTube side chat? Yes, it shrunk majorly.
I know, I can't get it to go back. A lot of people are complaining about this, but you too, Magic? Okay, I'm not alone. I thought it was my computer. I'm like, what happened?
No, it's all over. It's on my cell phone, my computer, everything. It's all so small now, it's hard for me to read. And that's saying something because I got perfect vision.
I did the pop-out magic, but I don't want, I'm so pissed. I'm like, somebody's fucking around at YouTube and fucked up so that it's not that it's shrunk in size what's the word? Magnification. It just shrunk how much you can read at one time. It really just condensed how much you can read. It's still the same size. I don't know. But yeah, I started doing the pop-out magic. I'm like, what am I gonna do? But I'm gonna get used to this new format. I guess YouTube decided we can't have what we had, Yeah, I know. It sucks. And the more people put polls and pin their street links and everything. And then you can only read one line at a time. I'm like, what the fuck happened? So yeah, I've been popping it out, Magic. All right, I'm gonna stop talking about it. But it has been pissing me off the past couple of days. I didn't know what was happening. All right, proceed, Blaine. It was nice talking to you. You're the best.
Well, I didn't think you just jump up and then jump out, But
oh
whatever.
no, I'm gonna stay up here. I want to talk to you. It's like I think the only time I'd ever been on your maybe one time. Damn it.
Yeah.
And then we really went it maybe twice, but that was it. It was a long time ago. And now I just go for 12 to 27 hours or more. And you come up on my panel and you're always a good goddamn time.
I'm glad you decided to come back, because honestly, that little tiff that we had before, it really should have never happened. But
no doubt,
is what it is.
I agree with you, Blaine, because it was like a first type of impression that both of us got on each other. And, and then I started getting to know you better. And I think you're a really fucking intelligent person. And you will have your, what's the best way of putting it? You'll have your, fuck me, I don't remember the word for it. Convictions. You'll have your convictions, but you know how to curb it. Like you don't sit there. You'll go on your own channel where you do it. You're gonna do whatever you want here, as I do on mine.
Right.
Like when you go over to the places, like you just hang and you're fucking. You're very yeah.
I hang right here on my own channel, so it doesn't matter. By the way, real quick, I want to say hi to everybody. Magic, Song the South. Hey, cuz. Hi, Pete. Hi, everybody. Hello. All right.
Yep. Hi, everybody. I'm Tanya. And what day is it? Sunday? Oh, fuck me. It's Sunday, isn't it?
Yeah, it's Sunday.
Okay. How are things in Oregon?
They're looking better, honestly, because finally I get to pull myself out of the gutter, which is honestly, I got to be fair and honest about it. I couldn't have done it without our traitor and thief in office, because I would have never gotten off of my ass. It's a matter of Social Security, man.
Yeah.
It was too much of a comfort zone.
Yeah, well, I figure it this way. I don't affiliate politically. I really don't, okay? And it's going to get worse and worse regardless, because of just the way the world is going, no matter like who you think is in charge. And we all know those people aren't in charge, right? You know that, Guardsman.
Yeah, I know that.
Yeah. So we can sit there and blame the talking head that was, I guess, I don't know, whoever was positioned there, because that's why I won't vote anymore. Fucking voting is a joke.
Are you done yet? Chill out, Houdini. Don't you shake your head at me. You chill out. You wait. You know the rules. Don't try sneaking past. You stall for it. Jawohl.
Good boy, Houdini. Well, he's an escape artist.
He's trying to be. He always tries to get one over on me, but it's a matter of there's a reason why I'm teaching him this. And there's a reason why I need him to wait and listen for that. It's a matter of, I might go to cross the street or something, and he might think, oh, well, it's safe to cross the street because he's doing it, right?
Yeah.
And then I see a car out of the side of my head, my eye, and I step back. But he hasn't stepped back because he's already ass first into the street.
Mm-hmm.
That's what I'm talking about. So that's why I do that. I'm not trying to be cruel or mean to him or be like,
trained. I mean, there's dogs that are seeing eye dogs that actually stop there who are handling them from doing that very thing.
Yeah, but they're taught to do that.
Exactly.
Houdini is a combat dog. He's not. He doesn't have the lineage of the Seeing Eye dogs. He doesn't have the training of the Seeing Eye dogs. He's got the training of an attack dog, a bomb sniffing dog, and a cadaver dog. Actually,
okay.
So, if per se you have like a bad infection or something, he'll be able to find you.
Okay, I didn't
if
know.
You're stuck under some rubble in an earthquake or something, he'll be able to find you when I wouldn't be able to.
Oh, speaking of earthquakes, that one in Turkey and Syria. Oh my God. I was like, when I woke up the next morning, they said 500 people. I'm like, oh, that's a lot. What is it now? Up to almost 50,000 people? I'm like, what? I mean, it's going to keep climbing. It's up to 27 or some thousand. Yeah, but I've seen the dogs out there, because they during 9/11, they had the same thing during the World Trade Center ruins. They had the dogs out there looking for
They had cadaver dogs,
or bodies, recovery or rescue.
Well, and see, most cadaver dogs are trained to sit there and bark at the location where they found another human being. Houdini's not trained that way. He's trained to drag you out.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, that's his training. He is trained to drag you out of there. Unless he can't get you out of there, in which case he's trained to sit there and wait with you.
All right. Well, I mean, maybe in like an avalanche setting, he could probably dig and drag you out. But what is he going to do when there's concrete on top of these people? And they might.
Yeah, he's not going to be able to pull you out then. And
he'll
one
alert,
of those things. He's learning still, so he doesn't know it fully. But that's that's what I want him to be once he's fully trained.
Good on you.
Know when to leave the person alone, come back and get me, and then pull me through the rubble to get to the person so that I can affect them getting out. And he's got a special harness that I made from one of those basic dog jogging harnesses that can actually pull a human body.
Oh, really?
As long as you got a hold of the strap on it, it will pull you along, and he can pull you along with it.
Ooh, okay. How? Oh, so like if he grabbed him with his teeth, you mean?
No, he if he grabbed you with his teeth, he'd be breaking his training.
Well, what else is he gonna grab you with?
If he laid down next to you, and you grabbed a hold of his harness, he could drag you with the harness.
Oh, okay. I think I understand.
Yeah.
All right.
It's a lot of work to teach him to do that.
Well, I know. Yeah, but how old is Houdini again? About like 3 years or something? 4, maybe more.
He's about a year and a half.
Oh, young. Okay. Oh, good. Like that's a lot of time to teach that diggity doggo.
He's getting his training right now. It's just a matter of, there's some natural disasters and some man-made disasters I won't bring him into.
True that, right? What about that whole train derailment over like Ohio and Pennsylvania and shit that like let off all those toxic fumes, and they're like, I'm like,
birds dropping out of the sky. Fish dying on mass.
But it's kind of ironic because I just watched this new movie not even 4 months ago called White Noise. That was the same exact plot of what just happened there. I was like, what? I don't know if you've seen it, but you should probably look up White Noise and watch it. Actually, it wasn't the greatest movie, but
if you guys have ever seen that episode of NCIS where they have the train derailment.
Yeah, okay.
And then there's those chemicals that spill out of the train and they catch on fire and they create a hazmat situation. There's been several in America's history. All right. One of them is actually known as the Texas City catastrophe.
I don't think I heard of that one.
And nowadays firefighters use Texas City in order to do hazmat training.
Okay.
Because, in fact, it's still toxic to this day. They can't go back there.
Yeah,
Not for
kind of like
longer than a certain amount of time.
Chernobyl, right? But that was a nuclear reactor thing. But you think of Chernobyl in a situation which is completely unrelated to what happened. But what happened over where was it? Was it in Ohio or Pennsylvania? I think it reached like 5 surrounding states. It was so bad. Shit. Was that Houdini?
Yeah, that's Houdini.
And I'm like, well, and then all the fish died in the surrounding waters, and animals were like fucking, I don't know, farm animals were dying, and then people were starting to feel sick and burning in their lungs and eyes burning, and it's like fucking evacuate. What the hell? What the hell were in those train cars, man?
There was a couple of different chemicals on those train cars. There was
no doubt
polyvinyl glycol, which is a precursor to PVC, and there was nitric acid, which is
well, then what were they transporting? But
chemicals that are carcinogenic and will really fuck you up if you get the littlest amount on
why though? What were they what are they used for, and where were they going?
Making PVC pipe.
Oh, I suppose that sounds about right, actually. What? Yeah, that stuff will turn carcinogenic and toxic. If you blow it up and set it on fire and set it out into the atmosphere and on the wind and in the air, oh yeah, you're fucked. Like all these, like a bunch of the water nearby, all the fish died. They were like evacuate, and it reminded me of the movie. It was so ironic because that movie White Noise just came out this past year, and I watched it about 5 months ago, and I'm listening to the story that just happened over there, and I'm like, this is just fucking. If you watch the movie, it's exactly like that movie.
Well, see, there's a lot of different chemicals that spilled. It wasn't just polyvinyl glycol. There was ethylene glycol. There was ethyl alcohol. There was standard crude oil. And there was, like I said, there was nitric acid. And which, if you don't know anything about nitric acid, that's how we make gunpowder nowadays.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's actually a precursor for gunpowder.
You're the expert in that arena, not me.
So, for certain explosives too, like really fast-acting explosives.
Okay.
So, nitric oxide, or nitrogen dioxide, or nitric acid, all three are the same compound. Okay, is a carcinogen. That is a carcinogen in such microscopic amounts that it's undetectable.
Okay.
So yeah, I'm kind of glad that I don't live in Ohio right now.
I know, right? Me too. But
I'm also
feel bad for him. But
I really feel horrible for everybody who is downwind of that because it is fucked.
Yeah, because it went to like into 3 surrounding states, and like didn't Pennsylvania part of it get fucked too? Or yeah, I didn't read a lot. I mean, I just like I skim shit nowadays. I don't get immersed anymore, and anything news related about travesties and bullshittery. Not that was bullshittery. That was a complete fucking fuck show, obviously. But
I'll tell you what. I know exactly why What's His Butters didn't want to drink the water when he went down there to go and tell people it was safe to come.
Oh, you're talking about Flint, Michigan? That guy?
No.
That wasn't no.
No, I'm talking about Mr. Transportation himself, Booty Gig.
I thought that was a Flint, Michigan thing, though.
He went down there to
I didn't even know about
Palestine.
That.
He went to Palestine. Biden didn't.
No, I'm thinking of something from the 90s, man.
Yeah, but anyways, he went down there and somebody walked up to him with a fucking cloudy glass of fucking tap
Ah,
water and said, "Here, you know,
well, you know what?
you look
I wouldn't have
thirsty."
drank it either because who knows what the fuck whoever that was would have put into it. I would have said hell to the
But it's
nah.
not even, you know, who could have put what in it.
What do
It's
you-
what's already in the water.
Did he walk? Did he walk over to a fucking tap and watch that person pour the water in?
It wouldn't have
Or did
mattered.
he just walk up with some cloudy shit and say, "Drink this, booty
No,
gay"?
it was literally dude sitting there with his hose and pours hose water into a cup.
Well, we used okay. Well, I mean,
It's
I'm
pretty
gonna still
sad.
say this, and I can't say this for much longer. I've always said this: exposure is the key to resistance. And when I was a child, that's all we had was rusty, warm water out of a fucking garden hose when our
Yeah.
parents kicked us out at 9 a.m. and said, "Be back at night when it turns dark."
Okay.
Yeah.
I give you that, you know, we drank water out of the hose as kids, and that was awesome.
You
But
know, I guess so.
here's
I
the
didn't
difference,
die.
though.
I'm
We
still here.
didn't have crude oil and nitric oxide and nitrogen dioxide in our fucking water.
Well, I mean, I don't know. Did we or didn't we? Probably, maybe not.
No, we didn't. And I know why. The reason is because PVC pipes won't allow those chemicals in unless they're in enough profusion to melt the PVC pipe. And that's how you get the cloudy water.
How did I survive? Did you? You did too, man. We all survived it. Well,
How did
actually,
we
you're like
survive
a
that?
decade younger than me.
I
How old are
don't
you now? Like
fucking
35?
know.
Shit, 36?
I
can't remember.
might have cancer. I don't fucking know.
Oh, I'm pretty sure I'm riddled with cancer, but what I don't know can't hurt me. Out of sight, out of mind. Ignorance is bliss. I don't want to know. I don't want to know. So if I were to be I wouldn't call it a hypochondriac. If I were to go to the doctor every time I feel like this might be cancer, what's the point? I'd rather not know. I'll just like not know. Whatever. I don't know where I was going with that. Thanks for hearing me out, man.
Oh, by the way, Mad Shad, greetings, my friend.
It almost sounded like you almost said Mein Kampf. All right, Turbo. I'm gonna take off. I love you. Are you gonna have a party or no? You got a gun? Is that a gun on your back? What is that? We left. Oh, he's walking away.
What happened?
No, I was just wondering what you had strapped to your back there.
Oh,
is that a gun? Is that an airsoft?
Not airsoft. No, it is air powered.
Well, you can fuck some shit up. That's all that matters. I don't have anything. All I have is a taser and some pepper spray.
Hey,
whistle.
That's powered by the same thing that this is. High pressure air.
Okay.
Yeah, high pressure air. That's all it is.
I love it. It'll fuck you up.
It's just that, you know, mine slings actual, you know, bullets.
What the hell did you say, Rick? Bullets?
Yeah, mine shoots bullets.
Oh, I love a good bullet.
Like this.
Hold on a second. I'm having a little fucking tick. You know, this is all okay. Sorry, I didn't mean to interrupt. Oh, good on you. That would probably, if you put that up to my temple, that would probably dead me.
Yeah, it would do it from 100 yards too.
Okay, well, whatever. I was, you know. Right. Don't be surprised when an animal with 2 heads and 4 eyes and teeth comes crawling out of the Ohio River. Song in the South, faux shizzle, because I haven't even really read up on that whole toxic train spill, but it sounds pretty fucking bad.
Yeah, it is. It's very fucking bad. In fact, the Midwest all the way to South Carolina is going to be uninhabitable pretty soon here, if not already.
Well, and then the West Coast is going to fall into the ocean from the fucking an 8.0 earthquake. We're fucked. I live in Minnesota. I don't know. We're not even that cold this winter. This is the warmest winter I've ever seen. Thanks, global warming. You're the beast. I swear to you, we're usually like fucking 30 below throughout.
I'm sorry. I giggle too much when people say global warming.
I
because
know,
it's like,
but like, I don't give a fuck. This is the best. You gotta love it. Let's. You know what? You know those big huge those windmill things that they fucking put up. What are they called again?
oh shit. Oh.
Oh no, he fell over. Oh shit. Are you okay, Blaine?
Yeah.
Wait.
See, the way I look at it, if they want to try and tell me that I can't be me, they can kiss my axe.
My axe. What's my hatchet?
Huh?
Oh, that's a good axe. Look at that. Is it sharp or is it dull?
This is a maul.
Oh, a maul. Is it a maul? I never. Oh, I did not. All right, there is a difference. Oh, because he has the back end to it. That makes it a maul. I
This
suppose.
thing, if I were to swing it, let me put it this way: it'll go right through right through a car door like it wasn't even there.
You know what? I carry around a fucking hammer. I'm gonna love my hammer. If you fuck with me, I'll go at you with a hammer. I don't want to lift a whole maul or a hatchet or an axe. A hatchet's a small thing. Axe
None
is,
shall avail the mighty Thor.
I guess a maul is like the hugest of the biggest. All this phallic things happening here. Oh, is that a mallet?
No,
What is that?
that is a forge hammer.
Well, what the fuck? How would I know? You survivalist?
That's Mjolnir.
Listen, when all the fucking shit comes down, I'm gonna look to you, Blaine, for the militia, for the leader of the militia. I'm going to have to join, and I'm gonna want to. I'm gonna say, how do I get to Blaine? He knows what's what, and like you won't turn it into something like a handmaid's tale for the women or anything. You wouldn't do that to the women, okay? In an apocalyptic, like weird ass, like escape from New York scenario or some shit.
I wouldn't be the kind of person who's just gonna go out and like be like Negan or something like that. You know,
Yeah.
I'm
You'd be more like a
not
Rick
the
Grimes.
Negan kind. I'm more of like
like a Michonne.
huh?
Are you more like a Carol or a Michonne? I'm Walking Dead.
No, I think I'd actually be more like what's his name? Fuck, I can't remember his name now.
Describe him. This is great. You're talking
He's
about
the guy
Mad
that
Max?
has the mullet.
You're not talking about fucking Mad Max, are you?
He's the guy that has the mullet and has the crossbow.
Shit. No, how would I not know this? You're not talking about like Mel Gibson characters, are you?
No, I'm talking about The Walking Dead.
Oh, Eugene. You'd be a Eugene.
See,
I didn't know you were still on The Walking Dead. You would be a Eugene. And I fucking respect that you just said that because not a lot of people would ever bring up Eugene. And I think that the fact that you did is hot. I can't even with you. I miss The Walking Dead.
see, I'd
I'd
be like,
I had to check out after season 7.5 because shit got fucked up. I was like, fuck.
I'd be Eugene with an air gun.
Yeah, you would. Remember how Eugene, spoiler alert, like when the Hilltop people or whatever in the kingdom and it was all war, and Eugene's like, I fucking betrayed you. No, he actually made it so that all the people that he remember how he fucked up the weapons so that every time they shot bullets, it blew up in their own hands. They're like, oh, we didn't mean to ever like doubt you, Eugene. He was the greatest. I love Eugene.
But yeah, I'd be like that, but with like an air gun.
I know the bullet maker match.
See, I don't think it's Eugene. I think it was
Who are you thinking about?
wasn't his name like Derek or something like that?
Are you talking about Daryl Dixon? Okay,
The guy with the crossbow.
That was Daryl Dixon. They weren't even in the comics. They were added into the show.
Mm-hmm.
Daryl and Merle Dixon, they were brothers. And yes, Daryl is still there. Of all the people who lasted, so many main characters died. And the one dude who was never even part of the comics to begin with, Daryl Dixon, Norman Reedus, is still fucking there. Yeah, he's a good character though. Seriously, dude, I could go on for fucking ever about The Walking Dead. And I do have a buzz. And it is like, yeah, you'd be a Daryl Dixon, but I actually thought it was pretty cool when I thought you were Eugene, because I love Eugene.
Well, don't get me wrong. I have, the Eugene aspects too, like the nerdy side of me. Like I'd be making swords and I'd be making bullets and I'd be making bombs and shit just because I know how to do it.
Yeah, but like he did the most badass thing when he fucking rigged, he was the only person, because he's so nerdy and so smart, which is the sexiest fucking shit ever. FYI. He's like they knew Negan took him prisoner and said, "You're the only one who knows how to make bullets." And guess what? And he sabotaged all their weaponry. So then when they went to war, it was such a good episode. And then that was right when I checked out, because Carl had died, but I had to see how Carl died and his burial and all this shit. And there was Eugene. You know what? You would make a good Eugene. And you'd also make a good Daryl Dixon. But Eugene, man, he was his.
So, yeah, I do need to go and cut some wood. Thank you for
I'm going to take off. I love you. Listen, Turbo, I'm going to go. I love you so much. You got to hang out with me. Come back over sometime and hang, okay?
Okay.
All right. Hard up. All right.
I got to get my cervezas up,
Oh, are you drinking today?
No, I'm not drinking today.
I
don't have any money right now. I'm
that can probably.
I'm so broke right now.
Oh no, Turbo.
Hey, it's all right though. Like I said, I got a plan. It's working out.
Good.
So I'll be back on top in a month.
Good.
I hope.
Well, I'm always around, just being a fuckstick. So I'm glad that I caught you live, because each time, you know how I go for like 25 hours and then I sleep for 2 days or whatever. I wake up and I look at my notifications and I'm like, oh, you went live, and I always miss your lives. This is the first one I've caught in a very long time. So,
well, I love it when you're live and you've already had, imbibed in, like, I don't know, God knows how much.
Yeah,
because you're just fucking
a lot of
life.
Yeah. Do you? I hope so. I like your company. I think you're a very fucking intelligent and interesting person. And thank you, 300 Survival. I'll stay as safe as possible. I can't help the other people who aren't safe at the hands of me. That, when I get wasted, I run out in the streets and I just start attacking random anybody. And I'll just jump on car.
Hey, that's okay, because at least you're not like my uncle. He goes and he starts streaking.
Well, I'm all right. I thought that was a given. I'm naked when I do this. So what? I know.
Well, I know that. That's why you don't go and put your face up there, because
But I'm so feral at that point that nobody can catch me. I just run through the trees and the houses like a gazelle. And I'm like, what are you gonna do about it? One of these days I'll end up back in detox.
What? You said Tanya.
I'm Tanya. Get a little like this. And I'll talk to you soon. I love you.
All right.
Okay, bye-bye.
Bye-bye. So, yeah. Any Hoosiers. Yeah. My book is on its release, pending release right now. So, as a kind of a promotional thing, not on its actual release, but probably a month or two after the release date, I'm going to be doing a promotional for the book. And if I have promised you a copy of the book itself, then don't buy it, okay? Because I will be actually emailing you the book in its entirety. As ebook set up straight off the gate, you'll be getting a manuscript form of the book itself. So that being said, if you still want to go and buy the book, I'm not going to say no, but yes, a book. Oh my goodness, a book. It's the Book of Blaine. No, I'm just kidding. Here, I'll go ahead and bring that sucker back up here, and you can see what I'm talking about, Matt Jed. Let's see here. There's the bio. Let's see if I can get the original. All right, here we go. And scroll up. There you go. So the title of the book is Sky Knight. It is the Sky Knight series of books. It is, I'll give you a long book description. When Earth is invaded by the Empire of Valor, an unassuming American stands in their way after the military has been defeated. With the help of his friends and a faithful dog, he must use his wits and his heart to bring the Empress to the negotiating table. But when he loses his way, help comes from the most unlikely source, a special forces of Valor, the Sky Knights. With more twists and turns than a water park theme ride, our anti-hero will fight 2 wars across the galaxy to protect his home and the women he loves. And just so you know, the categories are graphic novels and comics, alternative underground comics, fiction and literature classics, comic and graphic novel adaptations. Other categories include erotic and erotic comics. The price of the ebook is $7. And that's just so that I could see any kind of return for my efforts. So there you go. So yeah, anybody who wants to, you're a subscriber, jump in the box. So yeah, I don't use AI for writing, in case you guys didn't know. I use these for writing. So everything in that book came from my brain. Every bit of it is written from my imagination. And just so you know, the book is a series of books. So it's probably going to be easiest to buy the ebooks. When I do the entire series, as a conglomerated series, I will do that as a full-on promotional. It's going to be somewhat spendy otherwise, so it will be a full-on promotional, and I'll probably do it at something like a reduced cost, 50% reduced cost or something like that, just because it's so many. There's 8 books in the entire series. I'm actually in the midst of writing book 4 as we speak. And yes, they will be available for hard copy coming up here soon. I have to, I still have to do the work on the hard copies and whatnot, but they will be available for purchase shortly after the ebooks come out. So it's ebooks first, and then the hard copies come out afterwards. And then if there's enough sales in the paperback copies, they will be re-released in hardback form. At least that's the way that Barnes & Noble normally works. So, yeah. I have entered the community of authors. Woohoo! So, yeah, like I said, I'm currently working my little tail off to make sure this all comes to fruition. And I'm really enjoying writing these books. Well, I'll tell you what, the biggest issue that I've ever come across when it comes down to writing a series of books, or writing any book for that matter, is finding a way to tie it all together and finish the book or the series of books so that it's not some gigantic cliffhanger. That being said, when I was younger, I learned how to do it, and it's not really all that easy. It's you've got to have something that literally at the end of it all, it just makes you feel satisfied as the author. And then if you're satisfied as the author, then the audience will either A, be satisfied, or B, be hungry for more. In which case, that's where fanfics come from. So, cliffhangers are not exactly a bad thing. They can be useful. So, anywho, that is Sky Knight. And let's see here. The next one I'm going to be doing is going to be the book. That actually, Mad Chat, I want to bring that up real quick because this is actually how I write books. In case anybody did not know, the movie plays in my head and I write it down as it plays. That's honest to God truth. That's how that works. So, in case you're wondering. Honest to God truth. And that's why I wanted to make a long series of books rather than just, one book and then call it quits. Because I figured I can't stuff everything from my imagination into one book and actually have it be worthwhile. Robotics. That's interesting. See, if you were with us when when me and Tanya went over it, I'm a bit of an inventor. I actually have invented a few different useful pieces of technology that, funny enough, NASA themselves laughed at me for. It's actually a feller from NASA who told me to go back and, go back to my cardboard box when I showed him a couple of my theoretical papers on how you could create a space warp device. This is a NASA worker, a NASA big dog. So, Chad, one of the reasons why the movie playing in your head and writing that movie down is difficult is focus. You have to train yourself to focus on the part of the movie that's playing long enough to be able to get it onto the paper or onto the computer. You can do it. I know you can, man. I mean, anybody can do that. Hell, if I can do it, and I'm fucking ADD from the word go. All right. I mean, I've got ADD so bad that I can't keep a single thought on the same track for longer than about 5 minutes. So I just work on it little by little, bounce around, come back, write it all down, bounce around again for a little while, write it all down. And I've noticed that I'm able to do it easier if I'm writing at night. I'll think about things that it happens, I'll think about things in order to literally put into the book before, nightfall. And then once nightfall comes around, I'll be sitting there and I'll just be writing. And I'll be writing nonstop pretty much. There's that too. You could use like a little handheld cassette tape recorder or whatever, and then you put it, you sit there, record it in your voice, and then you turn back around and you play it back as you're writing. So it takes out the equation of having to sit there and think it. Nosy, what's up, brother? Yo, 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 shit. Java. Good stuff. So, yeah, like I said, record it, write it down. That's actually a trick that a lot of folks who write utilize. I just haven't. I don't, because my brain works in such a way that I can imagine something, and then later on I can go and think back on what I was imagining and write it down. So, so Majik, what were you saying that you don't buy? I'd like to know. I actually would. It's bothering me now. Just because I've had people tell me. I don't believe that you had people tell you that what you designed in your head was not worth putting some effort into and possibly designing for real world use. And I can prove that is wrong, because I actually have the blueprints here at the house. Bestämmen. H, Christopher. Bestämmen. Danke. Das ist gut. Danke, mein Hunger. Ich brauche meinen Hut. Yes, I do. Muss mal Hut. All right. Okay. So it's kind of dark. Hang on a second. Seeing as how I see we have a Doubting Thomas in the group. Ha 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 ha. A little bit of light on the subject. Yes. Schematical drawings. And concept papers. And, you know, just me doing scribbles and thoughts, you know, about different designs and stuff. I mean, I've got tons of it here. I mean, it's like, you know, like I said, schematical drawings for actual working machines. When I say I'm an inventor, I do inventions kind of like Nikola Tesla did inventions. I think about them. I get a good design going in my head, you know, and then I'll take that and I'll stick it in on a piece of paper, and then I'll run the design through my imagination for a little while and work on the actual design. And pretty soon my design comes out to where I have a working system. For instance, this is one of the original concept papers based off of it was my disposition that I wrote, my disposition of cavitation theory. That's one of the original concept papers. So yeah, I do inventions, but I do inventions on paper. And I use physics in order to design them. All right, Shed. Have a good one, brother. Thanks for coming by. Ow. I'm getting too old for this up down shit. Need to figure out like a way to just sleep standing, I guess. So anyways, nobody gonna jump in a box? Hey, no big deal. Let's see here. I need to do the second ebook, which is Dedicated Minuteman. That's going to be fun. So, in other news, What? They're literally cheering on rescue teams as they're leaving from Ohio. That's pretty fucked up in my opinion. Like if you're leaving from a natural disaster zone, sure, yeah, congratulations, thank you for what you've done, but there should be they should be cheering you on as you walk in. Like, just to be honest, I'm fair with it. Yes, go sub shift. If you haven't, please go sub shift. Um, whoa, yeah, it's pretty fucking dangerous. Mm-hmm. Sorry, I'm seeing some things here that are just fact. Hey there, Chuck. Good to see you, brother. Honest to God. My look of absolute trepidation has nothing to do with you know what's going on here on the stream. It's actually something I'm seeing here. It's just like, wow. Jeez. Good God, man. Okay. Hi, Angel Hawk. Nice to see you. Nice to meet you. I know my live stream got really fucking boring. Just so we're clear, this is a freedom forum. Um, if you are subscribed, you can come up here in the box, say hi and all that fun stuff. Long as you're subscribed and you're not blocked, of course. And if you follow the rules, you can come back, and you'll even get a blue zoot suit. Hmm. Cat, what's up, brother? Good to see you. Good to see you. God, I wish that California gun control would just die. Just go away. Um, it's one of the worst things that's ever happened in America is gun control, in my opinion. And I mentioned that because um, one, it's obviously in my feed here on my YouTube, but two, it's affected my life in a way that honestly, it's been destructive in my life. So, and been destructive to my life. Well, what do you know? There's a Tanya who's live. Wait. Yo. Oh. A sneeze. You know, the cousin of a chew. Oh my goodness. Oh. Oh, my nose running now. Ain't it awesome? Oof. Some of the things that people do. It's just evil. Hmm. Oh boy. Well, ladies and gentlemen, World War III has started. Well, it's more than started, it's heating up. So yeah, if you didn't know, I just set up my ebook release. It should be in stores very quickly here. Good Lord. That's nice. According to one person, Ohio got nuked. It's kind of stupid, but it's not when you really look at it. No, spank you. I don't want to actually watch that. Thank you. I'm in the middle of a live stream. I'm just scrolling because I want things to talk about here so I don't look like an idiot. They're saying that Putin's going to declare victory in Ukraine. Oh boy. That's just stupid. More gun control from the Biden administration. More stupid. Fox News asks, who's running our country, Obama or Biden's staff? The answer, they are one and the same animal. God, I wish people would learn that one. Whoa. She looks like a dead thing. That's creepy. What the fuck? Okay. People are crazy. And that's the truth. God's honest truth, actually. People are nuts. God, I wish my nose would stop running. Okay. What did it say? Really? The fuck? Some people are nuts, man. Yep. You guys got to keep calm and carry on. Because otherwise you might end up really sorry. What the hell? Some people are just fucking stupid. I just scrolled through something. I was like, are you serious? This can't be possible. Apparently it is. Mm-hmm. Seems most people are nuts these days. That is true, Cat. That is 100% true. And the way that I look at it, there is no way in hell that anybody is going to unfuck themselves. So I guess we're just going to have to sit back with our popcorn and watch the entertainment. Yep. That's right, cuz. Crazy as a bed bug. All right, so dumb question. If you won the lottery, and this is just, pure fucking speculation because we all know that nobody wins the fucking lottery. Even if you win, you lose. Okay. Pure dumb fucking luck speculation. You win the lottery. What do you do with the winnings? Nice. That's a great answer, Reggie. That is a great answer. The disappearing act. Anybody else? You want to take a stab at it? Just don't stab me. Fucking arthritis. If you didn't know, my knuckle is swelling. You kind of see it right there. A yacht! Fuck yes! That is an awesome one. Hookers and cocaine. Make sure everyone eats. I like that, Gary. That's awesome. Hookers and cocaine. I still fucking. Why That's how you end up blowing all your money and ending up homeless. Like, and still having to pay taxes too, by the way, if you didn't know this. Lottery winnings are taxable income. So if you win the lottery and you don't pay your taxes on the lottery, you still have to pay those taxes even if you spend that lottery winnings. There's that. You could do that, and it'd be actually a great investment. Garrett, hookers and weed. Fuck, I hate that shit. By the way, if you didn't know, this is what happens when you got rheumatoid arthritis. Your knuckles will swell, your joints will swell up, and then they itch like freaking crazy and they never stop. It's kind of like having a bed bug bite. But this is not a bed bug bite. I'll tell you that right now. This is arthritis. This is what happens to me when my arthritis flares up really bad. And it's that bad. It's bothering the shit out of me. The Ohio River. Freaking, I wouldn't want to be there now. I wouldn't want to be sailing the Ohio. I wouldn't want to be anywhere near the Ohio or any of its downstream adjoinders. Or for that matter, anything from the Midwest over. Tear fucking Biden a new asshole. Well, let's just ignore it. Let's just burn it. Fucking what's his butters from fucking yeah. Oh. Well, if you're gonna make an anvil, the first thing that I would tell you to do, Kat, is to take that piece of railroad track and chuck it out in the freaking woods. Because it's useless. And then once you're done with that, see if you can get yourself a fat, square, thick block of iron, or just regular old wrought iron. Or if you can't get that, then go down to like the local freaking yokel Harbor Freight and buy one of their $15 40-pound anvils. You'd be way better off doing that. However, that railroad track will actually make really fucking phenomenal axes. So don't necessarily just chuck it out in the woods and say, fuck it. You can cut it up, make it into axes. You can cut it up and you can make it into really nice blades. It's good steel. So that will work in that sense, but it does not work for an anvil. And trust me when I say this, I've done this before. I used a railroad tie. After I used an I-beam, they both bounce around like fucking crazy. And it doesn't matter how much metal you stick to them, they still bounce around. So that's sorry, but it is what it is, brother. Yeah, send the first one up Biden's ass. I want to see him doing the he's fucking riding that motherfucker in. Honest to God truth. Fuck that son of a bitch. And for all of you who say it isn't Biden, my own mother's included in this, by the way. Have you not been paying attention since 1994? Because I was. Yes, it's Biden. It's Biden, and it's freaking Camel Toe, and it's Piglosi, and it's Frankensteiner, and it's get some fucking gates for that damn asylum. Jesus. It's all of them fucking cocksuckers. Since the 90s, I've watched this shit happen. And for those who say, well, it's not, it's not Biden, it's Congress. No, it was Biden first. He was part of Congress. So, yeah. It doesn't matter if it's the real Joe or not. It's his policies. People back when back 2012, when I wanted to go sign up with the Army before I got stabbed and that kind of fell through, one of my biggest fucking peeves, one of my biggest sticking points, and one of the reasons why, at the time, I still kind of agreed with Obama. And yeah, I know I just said that, but bear with me for a second. One of the reasons why I kind of agreed with Obama, but I will never fucking agree with Joe Biden ever, 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 is because Obama wanted to bring our troops back from Afghanistan, wanted to do a pullout, wanted to, set it up so that, we pulled out gradually and did things right. Joe Biden fucking nixed that shit before it ever got off the ground. He is the reason we didn't pull out of Afghanistan earlier. And there again, he's the reason why there are troops still fucking stuck in Iraq and Afghanistan right as we speak and are fighting for their fucking lives. And, fuck that son of a bitch. With a goddamn fucking dagger, motherfucker. Fuck you. Honest to God, that man makes me fucking nuts. How could you ever be such a retard? I mean, look at me. I'm not the smartest guy in the world. I'm not the smartest fucker out there, but I'm a hell of a lot smarter than the president is. Holy shit. Oh, man. Right? Thank you, Magic. God's honest truth. Replace Melrose with Melts. You'll understand why I went. Something to think about. I was kind of wondering why. I was watching folks who were fishing out there on the Great Lakes and whatnot. And, recently They went from catching fucking gigantic fucking walleye, all right, to now they're lucky if they catch a walleye this fucking big. They went from catching lake trout. And when I say lake trout, I mean so goddamn big, I can't keep it in the screen. Okay? To catching lake trout that are maybe this long. Maybe. And that's big right now. I've been watching fishing videos and stuff like. I'm looking at this. I'm like, what the hell? Just 3 fucking years ago, I was watching people pulling out fucking trophy-sized damn lake trout, man. So damn big, this guy couldn't hold the motherfucker by himself. He had to have 2 of his buddies so that he could hold this fish. To most recently, a guy's sitting there and he's not catching shit. He hooks a fish, he brings it up, it's barely even a fight. He brings it up and it's this fucking long. It's a lake trout, but it's only this big. Illegal to take. And just so we're clear, last year I was fishing down here at the pond just down from my house here. And, I caught a brace of trout and I brought them back and, gutted them right there on the side of the lake, just like you're supposed to, kept them cold, did everything you're supposed to. I brought them back. I brined them right and I fucking smoked them. They looked fucking phenomenal. Took a bite of that trout. It tasted like fucking garbage on a hot day in Los Angeles. Pardon me. Fucking gross. I have not gone fishing for a full year. After that experience, I took the rest of the trout that I brined up and I threw them out in the garden. And cats wouldn't even eat them. I should tell you something. When the fucking cats won't eat the trout, there's something wrong. No, it's not next to a commercial dump. It's in a lake fed, a lake fed, river fed mill pond. So it's clean water all the time, fresh water constantly moving through there. It was gross, man. I don't know what the hell they did to those fish, but I won't eat them. I won't. The fucking cats won't eat them. We got fucking feral cats all over the place. They will not eat the fish. You can catch them, throw them on the ground, cat will come up, grab it, run off, drop the fish, and take off running. You shoot a squirrel out the tree, you're never seeing that fucking squirrel again, but you'll get to keep your fish. Yeah. This right here is why I don't believe a fucking word that any of these top fucking experts are saying at all. At all, at all. I had people telling me, the fish are clean, they're edible. You can eat them right out of the lake. And then I've had other folks tell me, dude, don't eat the fish out of here. They've changed in the last week. They've changed in the last month, last year, whatever. Okay. And this is the pond right down here, down the street from me. Don't eat the fish out of the pond. Don't eat the fish out of the river. Don't eat the fish out of the Columbia River. Don't eat the salmon coming out of the Columbia River. Holy shit. This is what they're saying. Don't eat the fish. There's something toxic in them that causes their flesh to rot before they die. There's something toxic in the fish. And this is before they even made, before they've, gone and swam upstream and done their thing and made it and then start dying off and stuff. We're talking as they're coming up the river, they are rotting and falling apart as they come up the river. And this is at the mouth of the Columbia. We're not talking, the headwaters. We're not talking the lakes up the Columbia. No, we're talking at the fucking mouth next to Astoria. The fish are toxic. They are rotting and dying as they fucking swim upstream. So, if you're wondering, Wormwood, the biblical story of Wormwood, falls on a third of the water and turns the water bitter, making it undrinkable, unpalatable, and it kills a third of the population. Does anybody know what the Pacific Ocean represents? A third of the Earth's water. Some eerie shit going on, man. Here we are at the end of all things. Oh, and so that we're clear, these idiots calling the those chemicals that are in the water right now forever chemicals don't know what the fuck they're talking about. There is no such thing as a forever chemical. All chemicals bind. All chemicals bind. Which is precisely why we can take chemical water, all right, chemically toxified water, reduce it, and then create fresh drinkable water from it. A lot of people don't know about this, but it's a reality. We can do that. Something as simple as distillation. But even more so, you don't have to distill it. You can do a filter process after neutralization. Some things need to have ammonia in order to neutralize them. Food for thought. So, have you ever heard this the bit? Don't drink your pee because it'll dehydrate you. The reason for that is A, the salts in it, and B, the ammonia. The ammonia in your urine can and will neutralize dangerous chemicals. Of course, it takes a lot of it. And then once all that's said and done, you have to turn around and you have to filter it out. And I would personally suggest a sediment A gravel sediment, gravel, sand point sediment, and then carbon filtration system at the very least. And this is why you can't drink rainwater, by the way. Rainwater is it's distilled water, but those chemicals can distill. A lot of those chemicals can distill. So if it's not neutralized first, then you're just getting those chemicals back as before it's been neutralized and distilled water in those chemicals, which makes them more potent because your body will absorb them faster. So, in retrospect, if you're going to drink rainwater in a bucket, piss in the bucket, then distill it off, then run it through a filter. Now you've got clean, drinkable water. Chemistry, it's an amazing thing. If you don't know how to do it, you will end up dead because you drink the wrong fucking water. Believe it or don't, I learned that lesson by drinking lye water. I had no idea there was, potash in the water. Drink the lye water. It gave me the runs. It gave me an ulcer. And it gave me the fucking just the worst heartburn you've ever had in your life. I would not suggest ever doing it. Okay? Don't drink lye water. White liquor is toxic. If you didn't know, that's what lye water is actually called, is white liquor. Yeah, Maddow got dropped off after she said a few things that weren't the greatest. And the ratings of the company she worked with fucking plummeted hard. And they fired her ass. See what happens when you work for a company and you don't follow the you don't follow the ratings. Got to look at the ratings in order to get the views. If you don't get the view time, then you're not worth it. And if you're not worth it, well, they will turn your ass into grass because grass is more useful. You can make fuel out of it. Believe it or don't, if you know what you're doing. That's correct. You can make gasoline out of grass. Call it grassoline. God's honest truth, by the way. If you've ever seen what a digester, a methane digester will do, you can hook a methane digester up to a bladder, or to a gas bladder, and then hook that gas bladder up to your vehicle, and you can run your vehicle off of methane and make your own methane. Yeah, that bitch. Y'all better hope to God that none of the anti-gunners get presidency. I'm telling you the truth. Because we'll just go with the absolute worst possible situation. The absolute, this dude gets into office, we are all fucked. If Gavin Newsom runs for president and is voted into office, you do realize they will come for your baseball bats. Fuck the guns. Those are gone off the table the moment that motherfucker is inaugurated. They will come for your baseball bats. They will come for your golf clubs. They will come for your dogs. They will come for your fucking pitchforks and your rakes. It's all sideshow. That's what it all is. And the idiots that vote for them, fuck them. They don't deserve your time. I've never in my life seen somebody who I hated so much as fucking Nuisance's dumbass. Straight up, I will fucking die a freedom stain. Just like song says. Just like Cat says. Just like everybody who's a real fucking American says. I will die a fucking freedom stain, motherfucker. I used to stack commie bastards like you 6 foot high and use you for sandbags. Now, get off my lawn. Yeah, I saw Mike Pence has been doing that, dude. Like I said, that was what that comment was about. You know, it's all just diversion. It's all just, you know, look over here, don't look over here, sort of shit. And honestly, these people, they need to fucking be physically removed. And you see me sitting here on my ass saying that, and the reason for that is if I go out there, if I even make a single fucking move in any which direction, they will know what my intent is before I've even fucking nearly got there. Before I've even left, they'll know my intent. So, in case you were wondering why I haven't done anything, now you know. I'm hip to their game. There is nothing I personally can do. Because if I made a move, a single move, they'd be on me like stank on shit. I'm really good as a diversion. That's about it. I'm not going to be any good as, you know, an operator in the field. I'm going to be just a diversion. I'm good as a red herring. Look over here. Look over here. Ha ha, dumbass. You didn't see the fuckhead behind you. That's what I'm going to be good at. That's about all I'm going to be good for. Because of my opinion and the way that I've worked on things in the past and what I've done in my past. I mean, that's why on January 6th, I didn't even show up. I didn't go anywhere near there. I was like, fuck this. I'm going to be 3,000 fucking miles away. Because I knew better. And on top of that, hey, I'm a good diversion. If they're looking at me, they're not looking at you. Yeah, Pompeo. Jesus Christ. Save me from the stupid motherfuckers. Fuck that guy. You know, there's nothing good coming out of Washington, and there hasn't been anything good coming out of Washington for years. I'll put it this way. Do not buy Pompeo's book. If you have a feeling that you want to go and buy Mike Pompeo's book, do yourself a gigantic favor and buy my book. Because my book is going to be 10 times more entertaining. And on top of that, you'll actually be helping me. And I'm a patriot. I love my country. I do not love my fucking government. And I damn sure won't trust the motherfuckers. But I swear to it. I stand by it. You will be entertained if you buy my book. Whereas if you buy his book, you're going to be sitting there going, man, I wouldn't even use this for ass wipe. This looks like sandpaper in a fucking hardback. You know? That's why I'm saying, just there's nothing good coming out of them people. That's why I released my book in a nutshell. Well, I felt confident in releasing it because honestly, I've not seen any good fantasy books in the past year. Yeah, just let's change the subject. Like I said, buy my book, read my book. Don't fucking read that jackass's book because it's a lot better. It's a lot better than his. Good books to read. Honest to God truth. There is one called Between Two Worlds. If you're into that kind of shit, you're going to really like my book. If you're into more magic stuff, there is another one that's out there. I don't know the person's name per se, and I don't know the title of the book, but I know that it's a Dungeons and Dragons type book. It's it's like it's that kind of type. It's not necessarily from that universe. Okay, so it's a really interesting book. Yeah, Dragonlance. There you go. There's a good book. There's a lot of good books out there, just straight up fantasy books, or they're fiction books, and they are much better than anything you're ever going to see coming out of fucking blah 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 blah. Not thinking about it, not listening to it. Yeah. So yeah. Support your local fiction writer. That's the way I'd put it. Don't go out there buying these fucking crab ass motherfuckers books that don't do fuck all, but sit there and think that they're hot shit because they held office at one point. Go and buy a fiction book. You're going to get more truth out of it anyways. funny enough, that's kind of that's a fucking hilarious part of my book series. There is more truth in my book than there is in any of these fucking douche nozzles books that I've seen coming out lately. You know, I think it's fucking hilarious, by the way. There is actually more truth in my book series than there is in those motherfucking books. It's fucking hilarious. Art of the Deal. Well, a pretty famous book. I'm not one to sit there and you know, bash Trump's I'm not going to bash his book because I'm kind of biased in that fact, I guess you could say. Yeah, The Art of the Deal was probably one of his better books, but at the same time, I'm a fiction guy. I like fiction, you know. I like something that it literally it engages your every sense so that you're stuck in the book. You're not sitting there, you know, and easily distracted by things going on around you because the book is so interesting. That's the way I like to read. So, you know, like I said, I read fiction. If I could extol anybody to you, believe it or not, Brian Jacques is a great writer. All right. He's an excellent fucking writer. This guy right here, one of the best fucking fiction writers in the world. All right. This is a great book. This is a great book series. So, you know, when it comes down to it, you want to get fully engaged in a book series. This is a fucking children's book, man. That's a children's book. This guy wrote freaking children's books that are like, these are adult level reading, but they're for children. I mean, you want to know how I learned how to write accents? Just for shits and gigglies. See here. See if I can find one here. Yeah, basically for a pirate. Shrew chieftain gestured upwards. Going to take a look up there. See if old Granby's getting any information out of that vermin. You coming? Just a single line from the book. So, like I said, man, you know, it's great fiction. Fiction is better than, you know, especially when it comes down to hidden truths, than anything you're going to find in mainstream truth writing. Alexander Lloyd. Haven't read very much. Piers Anthony. Heard of him. I haven't read any of his books. Really kind of want to kick myself over that one. y'all ever read the story Big Red? Or Old Red? Same guy. That's actually how I got into this. Was I started off with Big Red. Then I went back and I read Old Red, and then I started reading a couple of other books from him, and then I picked up this one. If you can't tell, I've shredded the fuck out of this book by reading it so many times. This is an excellent book. You want to talk about, takes you out of your head, fantasy, and fully engaging, and yet you could have your kids read this and they would enjoy it just as much as you do. The Long Patrol by Brian Jacques. This was the first one I ever got. Honest God truth. As a matter of fact, in case you're wondering, this is how old this book is. This is when I lived on Andreo Avenue in Torrance, California. Back when I was like 16, 17, I bought this book. That's how old this book is. I'm talking about like really fucking good books. That's a great book. Mind you, I bought that book, The Long Patrol, about the same time as I bought the first of the Harry Potter series. Well, actually, no, I bought the first of the Harry Potter series. It was actually when it came out. So I bought Harry Potter first, but I bought the Brian Jacques series of books, that all like most of his books right after that. And I keep on buying more and more of them and renewing books because they get destroyed because I read them so much. They're good books. Yes, the way he animates the characters, he brings them to life as, real life personas, individuals that you can kind of sit there and be like, wow, these individuals, they come to life in the book. And he had a huge influence on my writing style. Scones. Yes. What the fuck is a scone, right? It had me questioning shit like, what is a scone? What the fuck is fucking deeper, never turnip and tater beetroot pie? Like, what is that? Is that like shepherd's pie? I gotta get me some, And it had me literally sitting there reading those books like, I love this shit. Hey, William. Good to see you, brother. So, yeah, as far as, folks that have influenced the way that I write and some of the aspects of my writing, Brian Jacques a huge influence, even to, even though there's others who have influenced my writing more, I would say he has been a major influence in how I animate characters. So, yeah. No, a scone is actually not a British biscuit. Scones come from, well, at least originally from the Middle East and from Mesopotamia. They're the first real scone would have been actually, it would have been under the name of scunzi, coming from Italy. So yeah, scones are Middle Eastern and Mediterranean. They're not they're not British. The Brits have their own type, and believe it or don't, Latin America has its own rendition of a scone, and my fucking god, that stuff is amazing. All right. A lot of people call it fry bread or what would they call it? Pan fried donuts. So yeah, you want to have a fucking scone that would literally it'll make you go bananas. Oh man, esconzi. They are so good, so good. Oh my god, they're so good. You know, yeah, that's the way I go about that. Now the ones from Great Britain, they are their own type, I guess you could say. You know, they're interesting. I won't call that a scone. That's a fucking biscuit, man. It's one step off a hardtack. Yes, cat. Light, airy bread with fruit and honey. Um, basically, what they call that? Packed crepes. Pretty much the same thing. Hum-da-dum. There is a type of bread that you can make at home that actually I learned how to make from reading. Believe it or don't, funniest fucking shit. I'm gonna bring it all right back around to the Brian Jacques books, the Redwall series. I learned how to make that bread by reading his books. Okay, you take and you cut. You can do this with either hoagies or sliced bread, depending on how you want to do it. But you take berries and nuts and like peanut butter and a couple of other, savories, maybe some syrups or whatever, and honey. And if you do it with sliced bread, you go a layer of the peanut butter and then a layer of the fruit and then a layer of the syrup and then uh you know bread on top and then a layer of honey and then a layer of fruit and then slather some peanut butter on the other bread slice, throw it out on top, and then you keep on making stacks until you get up to the top, until you run out of bread to make it with. And then you take that loaf that you've made and stick it into a plastic bag and you wrap it up nice and tight, and then you stick that in your fridge for 2 days. You just leave it there. You don't touch it, you don't nothing. You just leave it there in the fridge for 2 days. And you will have traveler's bread from the Redwall series. It's fucking awesome, man. Oh, and if you know how to make your own bread, you can take and, cut the top out of it with like a shepherd's loaf or hoagies. You cut the top out of it, make a trough in the top of it, or bowl with the shepherd's loaf, and then you do the same thing. You just pack it full of the most, just tons of sweets and tons of savories. All right, walnuts, pecans, as long as you're not allergic to the stuff. Blueberries, strawberries, raspberries, berries galore, apples, orange slices, and you put honey and maple syrup and all sorts of stuff in there, and then you just squish it all together, get it all squished down, packed tight, and then wrap it up in a plastic bag and seal it. And then you stick that in the crisper drawer in your fridge, and the cold and the time allows it to saturate all the way through the bread. So you get this kind of something like birthday cake almost. But all you really need from that bread, if you say like you're, hiking across no man's land or wherever or whatever, all you need is about 3 or 4 bites of that bread and a canteen of water, and you can go for a full day. Have all the energy you need. It's some tough shit, and it's really fucking good for you. And on top of that, it's really fucking good eating. Yeah, go raid the motherfucker. Say hi. Freedom raid. Axes, knives, swords, American flag. And if you're feeling extra fancy, throw an eagle in there to give them some freedom. And with that being said, I am going to end the broadcast here. Y'all, I love that you came by and said hi. I'm very happy that you did. Thank you, thank you, thank you. And y'all have a good one. I will see you there. This is Yo Guardsman and motherfuckers. I am out.